What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Two Guys and the Couch. This is Sunglasses exclusive Brucey Bruce. This is Danny Pooh, aka Danny the
Why do you have to
Manny.
emphasize the R's in your name?
Because
No, you don't have to.
It's all about the
You go-
emphasis.
By the way, I don't know if you guys knew, but we're both Russian, so hey. But why do you have to make sure people know that you have the Russian accent? Brucey Bruce, I'm Boris from Russia. How are you? I came off the boat today. Thank you.
That's how I talk, and
you
it
shouldn't
changes.
talk like that.
Yeah,
You have no reason for
I
that.
talk like that to like immigrants or people who just came. Like I remember my old company, there was this lady called Adila, the cleaning lady, and she's Yugoslavian, and she always talks to me with an accent. I'm like, "Hi Adila, how are you? Everything good? Yes, okay." She's like, she called me the other day, actually speaking. She's like, "Hi Boris, I love you, I miss you, I come
I'm
into
sorry,
New York."
just to reiterate, your cleaning lady called you and said she loves you.
Yeah, because she sees me as a grandson.
Did you guys see that? His cleaning lady fell in love with him. Yo, Brucey Bruce, those R's
Love don't judge,
are
bro.
working magic for you.
Yeah.
Yes, they're all over you. The cleaning ladies, the janitors, whatever you are, man. You and Wall Street, you cleaning up Wall Street. Yeah, you're like the sheriff of Wall Street. What was the guy's? Was he he was a district attorney, right? The guy who was sending his wiener everywhere to everybody?
Anthony Weiner?
Anthony Weiner, that's
Is that
right.
his last name?
I think that was his last name, was it? Wiener, was it? I
Or
don't
was it
recall.
Elliot Spitzer?
One of those, actually, every single governor and I want to say DA, maybe? No, Attorney General. I think it was Attorney General.
No, they weren't attorneys, they were governors.
You sure?
Think so.
Okay, listen, whatever it is, point is
Let
this.
us know, guys, in the comments below if you know these guys. If you're too young, I'm
Google
sorry.
it because we're just lazy. We just don't want to Google it.
Yeah, my
In
phone
any-
is currently being in use.
In any case, thank you for joining us for another exciting episode on Two Guys on the Couch. This is our 1 millionth episode. Oh, wait, did I get you there? I know you guys were thinking it was. It's not. It's our 10th episode.
10th?
Wait,
No,
is that
22nd.
true? Oh, wow. Bruce is keeping track of what episode it is. Anyways, thank you for being here with us.
Thank
We
you for
appreciate
subscribing.
it.
Hello, new subscribers, up to 131. Hopefully we'll get 141 by the end of this episode.
So, Bruce, I heard you were really intrigued by what Elon Musk did with Twitter.
Yeah, so if you guys have not heard, Elon Musk has completed his deal. He is the new CEO and owner of Twitter, and all of a sudden, rapidly, he decides to lay off up to 75% of his workforce, including the CEOs and the presidents and everybody else. But he's trying to fire them with cause so they don't end up getting that golden parachute that you and I were talking behind the scenes.
Ooh, behind the scenes. Well, first of all, he's not going to be able to show cause because the thing is, he hasn't seen their work product because he's just taking the company over. And during the negotiations, when he was discussing about the takeover, he realized him and the CEO could not work together because Jack Dorsey was involved in the middle of it. There was an article about it. So therefore, he already knew it wasn't going to work out. So him coming in and firing the person, he had no opportunity to show cause or no cause. So he came in, he's cleaning out house. That's why he came in with a sink. He's flushing down all the turd that the people at Twitter had. So therefore, he's just going to end up paying the parachutes. They're going to sign an NDA. They're going to move on with their life. I mean, the parachutes are nice. They're like $50, $60 million.
It's crazy,
These
right?
people are going to get bank. They probably even got money from the purchase because he bought the company for $54 and some change.
44 billion.
No, 44 billion is total cost, but price per share was 54
Oh, price per share.
with some change, and it means that every single shareholder got $54 plus for their shares, and also he's taking the company private. What that means is he can pretty much do whatever he wants without public oversight, because the shareholders, there are no shareholders anymore. The company is now owned by private entity, and therefore he can do whatever he wants.
Yep, and that's where it goes, that he might unban Trump's Twitter account. And
Does it really even matter if he unbans his account, honestly?
it does if he's going to run for 2024.
Do you want him to run for 2024?
Do you not want him? Do you currently like our 80-year-old president?
No, but you missed my point. The difference is we need someone young because they're going to get they're going to get 8 years. They're going to get 2 terms. Trump is only going to get 1 term.
He already did 1 term. This is the only term that he can
Correct.
finish, and he's good.
Correct. But what do you think is going to happen? If there's no second term that's going to happen, do you think he's going to be able to do a lot of change?
Hopefully, he's going to reverse everything what Biden is doing.
I know, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. If you only have 4 years in office, and also the second term is considered to be, the president is considered to be a lame duck president, which means that he really doesn't have that much authority or power. So what will happen is, if Trump takes over, let's say for that 2024 election he wins, he's going to be considered to be a lame duck president, which means no one's going to really follow him, no one's going to really listen to him. They're going to prolong it, extend it, they're going to make sure that whatever he pushes through is not going to really work, and he's just going to waste 4 years in office.
Trump, you heard it here. You're going to waste another 4 years in office, so rather just be the Secretary of State or some shit.
I think it needs to be someone who is young. I believe in term limits. I think
He's running for president.
I'm not running
apparently.
for president, absolutely. I can't, because I wasn't born here. So sad.
You change the rule.
No. So I believe that, I think there should be an age limit on how old a president should be, because we have an age limit of how young a president can be. So
No, we
therefore,
don't.
yes, we do.
We do?
We do. I think he's supposed to be 30 plus. Yes, and we also say, I think we have the same thing for Congress and Senate, that there's a certain age limit of when you can apply to be in Congress, Senate, and all these political parties. But for the president, we do have an age. If you Google, you'll see we do have an age limit of
This
when
guy
you can,
in Google, he's like Dr.
but
Google.
we don't have a max age that you can be, because the thing is, people usually retire at 65, right?
67 now.
67 to get your IRA, to make sure that you're not paying taxes or whatever it is. But you can still work. You can still work at different companies and freelance here, there, whatever it is. But you won't be putting in the full effort. Here, there's a person who's almost 80 years old, and he's running one of the most powerful countries in the world. I understand that he has people working for him. I get that. He has a VP, he has Secretary of State, he has all these other people, governors, whatever it is. But, dude, you need your daily naps. Like, I can tell you, my dad's 85. He gets weak during the day. And can you imagine? I don't know. So I used to travel for work, and I kind of still travel for work. So it's exhausting. It throws you out of your routine, and you just get drained. So imagine a person who's 80. He's like, oh, I'm going to United Kingdom. That's over the seas. That's a long flight. Air Force One or not, it's a long flight. Then
That's where he takes his nap. 40-minute nap, 20-minute nap.
No, it's a long flight. So then, if let's say he goes to Saudi Arabia, or he goes to China, or wherever he goes to visit.
Well, thank you to COVID. It's mainly Zoom now. So
I understand. What I'm saying is that you need a person who has vigor, who has a vivacious attitude towards life, who has pragmatic views.
Man, are you bashing our current president?
I'm not. What I'm saying is, a person who's 80 years old is going to be more set in his ways. And he's going to follow the same rhetoric he has been following for the past 50 some odd years. He's been in government for 50 plus years. Not for nothing, but I don't think a lot has changed, honestly. We still have the whole Democrats hate Republicans, Republicans hate Democrats. Everyone's attacking each other. I don't see them coming together to develop new things. And every single time a bill gets passed, there has to be concessions made to this senator, to that governor, to this House of Representatives, and so on and so forth. And they are not really achieving things. Like, for example, right, the Paris Accords, you know what those are, right? The Paris Accords are the ones that they signed in Paris, which said that they were going to lower the temperature of the Earth. Because if it keeps going higher in Celsius, I want to say,
global warming.
It's going to be global warming. We're going to have the intense floods. We're going to have the hurricanes. We're going to have drought in certain areas. And it's going to become, the Earth will be unsustainable for life. So Trump did away with it. He said that this was an unfair agreement. This agreement made no sense. He pulled the United States out of it, especially since the United States was providing the maximum amount of money for these accords. Okay, so what happened was, for the last 2-3 years that he was in office, they weren't following anything because he was pulling out. He was pulling out of all the agreements. The agreement between Canada, the agreement between Latin America, the agreement between China. He was just pulling out. He was like that guy who was having a beautiful night with a girl, and he's pulling out everywhere. Mind you, his mindset was from a business perspective. Listen, the United States is getting screwed. We need to change things around. Not gonna say anything. You're absolutely right. Pulled out. The market got affected. It was craziness time. There was volatility. People were making bank on the stock market, up, down, left, right, and center. But he kept pulling out. He's like, oh, this is unnecessary. So now Biden comes in and he's like, oh, let's go back into these agreements. Let's go. So now he's reverting whatever was done previously. This constant reversion for whatever president, the first president does and the second president, the other president follows, the back and forth, it's like taking one step forward and 29 steps back.
Well, that's what they voted for, the new guy.
No, I know. What I'm saying is the way it should be is they should be working as a democracy together.
And they in a perfect world, Danny.
Yes, I know. In an idealistic world, I agree, but that's the way it should be. Unfortunately, not so much. And the problem with that is, I look at Russia, right? One president for the past 12 years, or God knows how many years, he took a little bit of Ukraine. Step by step, he keeps taking. Listen, he has a mindset. He's like, I want this. I don't care. We keep imposing sanctions, like, whatever. Think about this. Before the war, it was $1 to 63 rubles, meaning that for $1 you would get 63 rubles. The war started, right? Sanctions, limitations, censures, and all the other stuff. United States provoking Russia, all the European countries. The dollar to ruble went from $1 to 140. The ruble became just worthless. Okay, Russia's like, no problem, cool. Let's keep going with the war. And everyone's saying, no. NATO's like, no, don't do that. I'm telling you, we're gonna do more sanctions. No, you're not gonna buy this. There's like, I don't care. So he experienced a little bit of pain to push through, and now he's gotten this sections that he wants. He doesn't have Kiev yet, but he has the sections that he was looking for.
Yes, that means that it's gonna go there.
We don't know what's gonna happen in the future. But you know how much the rubles were?
Told you.
It's $1 to 53 rubles. So before the war, it was 63, or I'm sorry, 58, 63. During the war, or during the intense moment when the war just began, 140. Now it's 58 or 53. Russia is on the winning side of this. You see, they're benefiting from this. They're like, oh, McDonald's left Russia, Nike left Russia, all these companies that were building cars left Russia. No problem, cool. We got our own thing. We're gonna do our own. It doesn't seem to be affecting them in a bad way. They always were on their own. They never cared. So I bring that up in that a president who is continuous throughout, he's going to have an agenda and he's going to pursue that agenda. When we have continuously, I understand the element of democracy of having new people. You get away from dictator. That's nice. But if the thought processes are not similar in the way they think, all you're doing is you're just changing things, because the president who comes in, by executive actions, he can renege on many of the laws that the previous president put in. I think the last 100 days of laws he can repeal, or within the first 100 days he can. I don't remember exactly how it works, but
I think it's within the first 100 days.
Yeah, he can just he can repeal almost everything, and he was doing executive actions left, right. He's still doing them. It's just not as.
All I see is the gas prices going up, and
you don't even drive that much.
Doesn't matter. It still hurts.
And you know why it hurts you? Because you drive on Sunday and then you don't drive for 2 weeks, and you're like, oh damn, why is it $5 now when it was $4 2 weeks ago?
That, or still, it hurts to see it, and especially when you're running low on gas, you're like, fuck.
You guys see, this is Brucey Bruce, the bowler, and even he's hurting at the gas pumps.
Not just me, all Americans, bro. It's like all-time high.
I have a suggestion for you.
What?
Take out your bike, start pedaling, bro. You get cardio.
In the winter time?
In the winter time. You get cardio. You get there without traffic slowing you down. Remember when you're in the city and you can't drive because there's cars backed up for miles? The bike bypasses everybody. And you can pretty much park it anywhere you want. Just come up to a pole, use your chain, you're good to go.
Yeah, but if it's a city bike, you have to leave it next to a city bike branch.
I understand. What I'm saying is, though, the opportunity is there. And on that note, guys, we're gonna disconnect from you. We want to say thank you for being with us for, I don't know, just 20 or so minutes of crazy talk about different topics, which you guys
Actually,
already
it's
knew.
almost 16 minutes.
Oh,
but
damn,
okay.
sorry, 16 minutes that you guys already knew. Was it fascinating? Maybe. Was it not fascinating? Maybe. Either way, thank you for joining us on this wonderful journey. We wish you the best week ahead. The weather is supposed to be superlative in every single way.
This is not a weather channel, bro.
You know what? Maybe it should be. No.
Like, share, subscribe with everyone that you know. Thank you so much. I will see you next week on another exciting topic debate. Maybe with a guest star, maybe not. We'll see, depending on Danny Pooh's behavior. We'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.